Well, hello YouTubers, and welcome to our kitchen renovation. Hi, I'm Bruce Boyce from Homes and Life, affiliated with homesandlife.com. A few videos ago I had mentioned that we would take a look at our own kitchen renovation, and this is that video. So unfortunately, when I did this renovation, I was more in the mode of ripping and tearing, knock things down and tear them out. I wasn't into the video mode. So we do have some stills, some photos, so we'll work through those photos and I'll explain what we did on our kitchen renovation. So let's take a look.
So in houses built in the 60s, it was fairly common to have a wall that partitioned off the living room, dining room, and the kitchen. It worked, but it made the kitchen a totally separate area, and that's where these days the open concept came to be fairly popular. So what I've done here is I took that wall out, and of course you've got electrical wires in there, so we called the electricians in. Also, I discovered about now that living in a house and doing renovations in a house can be kind of challenging. So we moved most of our day-to-day living down into the hobbit zone, I call it, in the basement. And that made things an awful lot easier for working upstairs in the kitchen area and doing what needed to be done. It can get very dusty, very dirty, and that all gets sucked into the furnace vents and spread around. Here you've got the old 60s style cabinets. They were lightweight, they were flimsy, but they did the job for 50 some odd years. You gotta love the wallpaper they used back then too. And when you start taking walls out, you are going to damage the ceiling. So there's some challenges here that the drywallers need to work with. I'm just extending the wall behind me about 16 inches. And the floors. We had linoleum floors, so we took out the linoleum and discovered another layer of linoleum underneath it. So we took that layer of linoleum off and discovered some 1/4 inch hardboard underneath that, nailed every 4 inches on center. So we took the 1/4 inch hardboard off and discovered another layer of linoleum underneath it. It was challenging to say the least. About that time I realized we're adding a lot of static weight with these cabinets, and I didn't trust the floor joists, so I built some additional support to go alongside the floor joists. These are 1-inch plywood glued and screwed together and then glued and screwed to the floor joist. And then we're back to the ripping and tearing. Cabinets are gone. You can see we've changed one window in there as well. Now, I've watched lots of TV shows about renovating, and this is kind of what I thought we were going to be doing, and we did. It makes it an awful lot easier when you've got nothing to work around. So all the drywall's off, the electricians came in, the plumbers, and then I did a smart thing. I got some professional drywallers in to look after the drywall, and it was great. They did in a very short time what would have taken me a long time, and they did a much better job. They did all the drywall in the kitchen as well. They fixed the ceiling and re-stippled the whole ceiling in the kitchen, living room, dining room, and hallway. Next, we put in the floor before we put in the cabinet. Some people prefer to do it the other way around. They put the cabinet in and the floor up too. But this is what we chose to do, and it worked for us. And if you're building cabinets, even if you're assembling them yourself, they need a lot of space. Just something to keep in mind. I hadn't realized quite how much room these boxes would take. So here we are, kitchens all together. We did have some challenges getting the countertop in there in one piece, but it all worked out eventually. And we've got the island in. Island is just such a huge bonus. You can see there are 6 drawers. The doors are on, the countertops are in. It's actually looking almost usable. Now what we did with the countertops is instead of using the expensive granite or quartz countertops, we used just a Formica. It looks good, it's strong, it's durable, and for us, it it costed a fraction of what the other materials would. So we're quite thrilled with what we've got there. And doors on. It's looking like a kitchen. Doors on, countertops on, sinks in, lights even work. This is also a great time. We put in a new light over the island as well as the pot lamps in the kitchen. So let's do a bit of a walk around here. The final product, the backsplash is up. We've used this kitchen for a few months now and it works very well for us. We're quite happy. Stainless steel appliances are in. The island has just been great. Extra storage. We extended the surface of the island so that we could have a bar on the back. You see the bar stools. We have the feature light over the island. It's just worked out very well for us. Still a small kitchen, but I believe we've made maximum use of that area.
Well, there you have Our Kitchen Renovation. It works just fantastic for us. Maybe other people may have done things differently, but this is how we've chosen to make the most of a small area. So I do thank you for watching this video, and if you like this video, there's more to come. Just hit the subscribe button down below there. And remember, life is an adventure. I'll talk to you again soon.